everyone, and thanks for joining us at this session around ensuring access to latrines in the first phase of an emergency and innovation-led approach. I'm Esther Shaylor from UNICEF's Supply Division, and I work on product innovation for WASH. And I'm going to be joined in this presentation with colleagues from Cox's Bazar who've been working with this product as it's been used in the field. So why is disability inclusion important in WASH, and what are some of the barriers? We know that there are at least 93 million children with disabilities globally, and 80% of those live in developing countries. Inaccessible WASH facilities can have a serious impact on their lives. For example, they can cause illness and injuries, with children having to crawl through areas of open defecation or facilities that they can't access, exposing them to hygiene risks. Children with disabilities also report reducing the consumption of food and water to minimise their need to go to the toilet, which has obviously harmful impacts on their health. Children and women with disabilities may be forced to defecate in poorly lit and secluded areas, putting them at increased risk of abuse, violence and exploitation. And inaccessible WASH facilities can increase stigmas and discrimination. When persons with disability can't use them hygienically, it affects their dignity. And even when they are accessible, persons with disability may wait until after dark to use facilities due to negative attitudes. Only 50% of children with disabilities attend schools, and inaccessible WASH in schools create additional barriers for children with disabilities, particularly for girls with disabilities who have to manage menstruation in inaccessible facilities. So products like the add-on that we're going to talk about today that can make latrines accessible and address some of these barriers to access and inclusion are really important products within a wider WASH programme that looks at all of the barriers for inclusion and access for persons with disability, including stigma and discrimination. And UNICEF is committed to addressing these barriers to ensure that access to clean water, sanitation and hygiene for all children, including those with disabilities and their families, is possible. So recognising that accessible WASH is a challenge, UNICEF applied a product innovation approach to address this. So what is product innovation? Well, it involves kind of identifying and developing and getting to scale fit for purpose and value for money products that contribute towards the progress and accelerate results for children and young people. Ultimately, it's about partnerships. It's about working with field partners and programmatic experts to understand the needs of children, define the problem and the challenge. It's about working with businesses and academia to develop products that meet those needs, encourage research and development, and to get a range of products that address these challenges available. And then lastly, it's about partnerships with programming partners and donors to bring those products to scale so that we can help more children and women who really need these products when they're at their most vulnerable. So it's about turning ideas into tangible and scalable solutions. So UNICEF applied this to latrine access in emergencies, and after speaking with field partners and beneficiaries to understand their needs, we developed a target product profile which defines what we need products to do and how they need to work in emergencies. And we work with industry partners to encourage innovation in this space, and we have developed 2 products that meet those needs. We work with the private sector to develop an add-on to the existing latrine slab that we have. So this product attaches onto the sani plats that we have in emergencies and can be dispatched as such. So it means we can pre-position these and have them available quickly in the first phase of an emergency so that we can ensure that latrines are accessible for persons with disabilities. And this is the first ever disability WASH product that UNICEF's had in the UNICEF catalogue through this co-creation innovation process with partners. And through testing and development, we've had these tested now in Angola initially, and then Cox's Bazar, which we're going to speak about. But since then, we've also sent them to Mozambique and Malawi, and they've just arrived in Sudan. So we're seeing that there is a demand for these products, but we're slowly building that up as we ensure that these products are fit for purpose and meet the needs of the teams in the field. Okay, so let me give you an overview of what these products look like. We have 2 different products that are a result of the project that we've done. So the first product that we have is very simple to put together. There's no tools or screws needed. The handrails fit onto the surface of the sunny plat and goes around the back for support. This product can fit both onto the slanty plats and onto existing latrines. So this one can be used for retrofitting, and we've put this into schools and different institutions to ensure that there is accessible latrines in those places. The second product has simple assembly with all tools included, and this product fits around the slab. So you can see that the frame actually is the width of the slab and it slides onto it. The handrails also have a transfer seat so that a person using an aid can transfer from the aid onto the seat and then onto the raised latrine itself, which offers a different level of support. And this product flat packs to about the same size of the slab itself, so neatly stacks on top, with the pedestal as a separate piece to all of that. So we now have these two products available in the UNICEF catalogue. They are part of the emergency supply list as well, so available for emergency response. And the full technical specifications can be found in the UNICEF catalogue. It's important to remember that they're two products, not that one is not better than the other, but they both work in slightly different ways, and therefore there are times where one is a preferred product to the other just because we're looking at retrofitting or because of the environment that we're working in. However, we want to see more of these products that address accessible wash, and so having more than one product is really important to us. I'm now going to hand over to colleagues from Cox's Bazar about their experience of implementing these for a 6-month trial. as you can see, these add-ons have demonstrated that they can improve accessibility for persons with disability in the first phase of an emergency. So what happens now? In terms of what UNICEF is planning to do, we're very much looking at how we can scale these products. We have a target of ensuring that 10% of all future squatting plates dispatched in emergencies include the new disability-friendly component. We have 100 of these that have just arrived in Sudan. It's not 10% of the order that they placed, but we're working towards it. We're looking at reaching out to colleagues in the sector to increase the demand for these products and to ensure that WASH programming does have this accessibility element in it as part of emergency response. We want to work with other organisations and actors to include the products as part of emergency WASH accessibility, and how we can integrate relevant accessible technology products with the WASH cluster, for example. We want to see that humanitarian staff worldwide understand when and how to introduce accessible WASH products alongside wider inclusive WASH programming. It cannot be the product alone, but it needs to be part of a wider accessible WASH program for emergencies. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening. If you do have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to myself or to my colleagues in Cox's Bazar who've had the experiences shared in today's presentation. Thank you.